Welcome to the Malt Innovation Center here at Great Western Malting Company. I'm Teri Fahrendorf. I'm the Malt Innovation Center manager. This is a pretty awesome space that we built in 2015. What we did is that the Port of Vancouver wanted to take down one of our old buildings, gave us a little bit of money, so we built a new building, and so we planned all of this in. So the Malt Innovation Center, like its name implies, is really about developing new malts, working with the malts that we get each year from the farmer, the new crop, seeing how that malts that year, what kind of flavors we're getting out of it, new varieties of barley that are being developed. What do they taste like? Because flavor is super important to us. So behind me right here is the brewery, the pilot brewery. And that's an important component too, because when we develop new malts, we want to be able to brew with them, and we want to be able to determine what the flavors are, how well they mash in, do they have a propensity to get stuck or anything detrimental. But it's all a lot about how is it going to react in the brew house so that when brewers get it, and distillers, that it reacts exactly like they want and they're getting everything they anticipate in flavor, performance, and everything else. So looking at our brewery equipment here, we have on this side 3 tanks in our brew house. And it's not the usual 3 tanks you might see in another brew house because we built in a whole lot of flexibility here. So we have 2 kettles. And why we did that is because we want to be able to mimic and replicate what our brewing customers might be doing at their locations. So our kettle on the far side over there is our steam kettle, and the one on this side is our direct fire kettle. In the middle is our mash tun. So what we do is that we can brew in one direction or the other direction. And so if we're brewing in this direction, the kettle that's not acting as a brew kettle becomes our hot liquor tank. So we'll store the hot water in there. And then we mash in the center. And I think I'll run down there just right now and I'll kind of show you guys something that's kind of neat. This is our mash tun. And we can tip this thing. So this is kind of neat. So it's a very easy way for us to clean out the mash. This is a 1-barrel system that we have here. We can control mash temperature really, really well, all digitized. We have a human-machine interface. And after we brew here, we'll chill it down, and we have 4 fermenters on this side, and we love them. They are a little bit oversized, so it's very easy for us to make a full barrel that when at the time of kegging. They also are great for carbonation, so we have no trouble carbonating our beers. Our heat exchange right here has it's a dual stage, so we have both water heat exchange and we have the glycol heat exchange, and we have a bright tank. So that's really the brewery in a nutshell. Now, one of the questions that comes up, what do you do with that 1 barrel of beer? Now, we brew about 12 times a year. In normal times, in pandemic times, we brew a little less. And so that beer, we are a commercial brewery, but that beer does not really go out into the trade for sale because we don't want to compete with our customers. Not that 1 barrel batch size would compete with any customers, but we want to, we don't want to waste the beer because that just makes us cry. So what we do is every other month we have an employee appreciation party, and we partner with one of our local breweries here in Vancouver, Washington. We try to partner with them and do a collab on what kind of beer they might want to make with some of the new experimental malts that we've been working on here in the Malt Innovation Center. And then that beer that we make, we'll keg it up, sell it to them, and then we go have a party there and buy it back by the pint. And so we get everybody local, the sales team at Country Malt Group, all the Great Western people, and we all get together at that employee appreciation party, and it's been great for cross-fertilization of interesting ideas. People will come to us with, what about this kind of malt? You know, our home brewers who work here, certainly the brewers that we're collaborating with have ideas. And everybody who works here just loves to taste the beer that's made with our malt because we're very proud of it here. So anyway, so that's what we do with our brewery and the beer that we make. Obviously, we test it. We have a sensory panel that we've developed here, and we taste our malts. And sometimes our sensory panel will taste the beer made with our malts too. So it's really a complete thing with this brewery right here.